Look at these guys. You guys are dialed. We're live. Guys, we're live.
What?
You guys are chatting with the early chatters. What happened?
Hi, guys.
We were just,
chatting with the early chatters.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm going to turn my phone up so I don't look at it, so it doesn't
No more.
take me away
Yeah,
from
no
you guys.
distractions.
No distractions here. But welcome, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I am Misty Doan, and this is, of course, Jenny.
Hi, guys.
Did you guys want to do some call-outs? You see some towns?
We just
turned our phones off. So
I know,
we
but
pay
you saw them
attention.
before.
All
We got
right.
California, South Carolina,
We got-
Holland,
So
We got
yeah,
Florida.
Germany is watching.
Brazil?
San Jose, California,
We pull
Yeah.
up-
San Jose, my old stomping grounds.
Pull up Facebook.
Maryland,
see who we've got
Missouri,
on there.
Tennessee, Texas, Georgia,
Awesome.
Awesome.
Michigan,
pretty Ohio,
Australia.
or Perry, Ohio.
Pip is watching
And
from
it's
Australia.
probably pretty too.
I love it. I love it. Thank you guys so much for being here. So we have a really fun project for you today. You guys might recognize Jenny's Fall Shenanigans wall hanging behind us, and so we decided
This is even more shenanigans.
even more. Because why not have some more, right?
Because why not have shenanigans at Halloween time?
That's right. Halloween is just around the corner, and so we have taken the pumpkin from here. Ta-da!
Yep. Okay, so let me just give you a little background on this.
Yes.
So, pumpkin carving is huge in our family.
Yes.
We have people who are like pumpkin artists.
Jake is a pumpkin artist.
Jake is a pumpkin artist.
Yes, it's true.
And so
They
we
call me
have
the pumpkin artist.
the pumpkin artist. Yeah, that's not good. But they love to carve pumpkins, so they love to do that. And so one year I remember when all my children were gone and married and carving pumpkins with their own children, I decided that never again in my life did I want to stick my hand in the inside of a gooey
Get all those guts out.
pumpkin.
What's
I
the
didn't want
best
to
part?
do it anymore.
Oh,
I know you guys still love it. You're
I
young.
do not.
I don't love it.
I do not love the pumpkin.
So
guts.
I made just a pumpkin wall hanging that had the pumpkin, and that's where this came from. So I made just the pumpkin, but I put, of course, a happy smile and some nose and some eyes on here,
Yes,
and so we actually made some printouts for you.
we did, and so that you can see here, we have 4 different faces, and so you
Okay,
can...
hold up. Time out. We got to fix the main cam.
Oh,
Oh, here we go. Wait, I got you a close up. Here we go.
Turn it around.
oh, okay. So we've got 4 different faces that you can print out, and obviously you can mix these up and
Interchange them?
them and make them however you would like. So we've got a couple little jack-o'-lantern faces and this cute cat face, and so you can print that off. It also has the stem. It has all the pieces, and this is for free. You can find all of these pages in the link in the description, so be sure to check that out.
Very cute.
Very fun.
Are you good with that?
I guess I should tell you what we're working with here. So we use a pack of 5-inch squares. This is called
We almost just lost a cameraman back
we
there.
did.
That was that noise. Don't let it alarm
More
you.
shenanigans are
He's
happening.
safe. More shenanigans are happening. All right, Misty, I'm going to start
So
tracing.
she's going to start tracing, and I'm going to just tell you what we've got. So we used a pack of 5-inch squares. This is called Eerie Hues from Wilmington. It's got all these fun blacks and oranges in it.
And we have those in stock.
We have those for you, so you can also get those in the link. And then you're going to need some scrap of green for your stem. And then we went ahead and also have some extra black fabric because you are going to need a few additional 5-inch squares unless your charm pack has enough, and ours just didn't. You're going to need extra squares regardless, right?
Actually, Misty had a really great idea instead of, so that you could just use this one charm pack, because when I was putting this one together with just this one charm pack, I was like maybe 3
I think it was 4
short.
or 5, but yeah.
And so so I thought, well, we could use these ones. But if you just want to stick with this charm pack,
You just make your
Misty's
pumpkin.
idea was that we actually just cut these in half,
Oh,
and
yes.
this outer border is a skinnier border, and then you actually end up with leftovers.
Yes, you'd have plenty.
So that's kind of cool.
So you can either add the 5 inches all the way around the 5-inch squares. You'll just need a couple extra solids, or if you have some black tone-on-tones to mix in there, you can add that as well. And so you would just add a border of additional 5-inch squares around, or you could add solid fabric around it. But like I said, just 5 inches, so it gives you a frame around it, and just like you see here. Because we're going to add our stem, and then we're going to add our jack-o'-lantern faces. So what?
And this is a standalone, so we're not making the wall hanging. We're
right,
just making
the pumpkin.
Because I actually have this little space on my front porch that makes a darling. I mean, it's just a little space, And I love to hang a quilt out there. And I actually have a quilt block that regularly hangs out
real
there.
Close to my face with that Sharpie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, wait. So mom's tracing, right?
So she
we're
is.
trying to
Yeah,
get a
Jenny is
close-up.
tracing. She's picked her face, and so now we're tracing this on some heat and bond, and then we're gonna press this to our black fabric.
And I've tried to kind of scoot them close, but you'll want to save your little parts out here so that.
So you can see she's got 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth, and so now we're ready to press that.
Yep. Is our iron hot?
Should be. Yep.
So what you do on this is you're going to rough cut. So I don't cut nice until I'm ready to cut.
Ooh, it fits perfect.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
that.
Misty, I think you should trace a face too. So
Oh.
you pick a face and trace a face.
All right.
And then,
I'll do it.
we are, I'll just cut these out over here.
Okay.
So for those of you who don't know, I know Halloween isn't celebrated in all countries either, but it is celebrated in the U.S. And we have always had a lot of fun with Halloween because my background is in costuming. And so a lot of times our family will pick a theme and then everybody dresses to that theme and our house becomes that.
Yes.
And we do a lot of really fun things with it. And we do a lot of Halloween decorating. My husband gets really into that. One year we had like these, you know how you can buy those giant fuzzy spiders and we put those on the house. And one year we had skeletons climbing up over the side of the house. One year we turned the whole front of the house into a pirate ship, and Ron even made cannons that, they were those old, what are those called, Jake? Those
Potato cannon.
Oh yeah, the potato guns.
Yeah,
He made those, but he put flour in them so they would like just shoot a puff of smoke, and it looked like it was a regular ship cannon, a pirate ship. So we've done some really fun things, and this
They want to know what the theme is this year.
We don't actually have a theme.
Yeah.
Well,
We need to pick that.
we
quickly.
haven't picked it yet, and I realize it's late. One year we picked clowns. We were the Doan Family Circus, and we did giant red and white striped fabric across. We have this old Victorian, and we did it all the way across the front of the house and around the side. Turns out, not everybody likes clowns.
Yeah. People were afraid to come. They were afraid.
So my son-in-law Seth was the tall man, and he had a pair of sheetrock stilts.
Yes.
And he can walk on those really easily, but it literally makes like that his legs come up to here on me. So he's so tall up there, and he would come out with this giant bowl of fruit, and he'd come lumbering out, to the kids, and he'd bend way down like this with this big bowl of fruit, and the little children.
Candy, no fruit.
Yeah, candy. I'm sorry, candy.
All fruits.
And the little children would scream and run away, and I was like, "Oh no!"
We kind of enjoyed it a little too much, probably, but it was fun.
So this year, actually, we've had several thoughts about themes this year, and we have 2 we're currently working on. Ron and I already have our costumes, but I don't know that it's going to turn into a theme. It might just be one of those years where the theme is Halloween and everybody gets to dress up in whatever they want, because I'm pretty sure most of the kids and the grandkids already have their costumes, and nobody's really coordinating this year.
It's true. Oh,
So,
whisker needs flipped, I think.
So everybody's impressed you're cutting right-handed.
oh, well, you know why? Because I never owned a pair of left-handed scissors. I also bowl right-handed because there was not left-handed bowling balls when I was growing up. So I'm one of those people still where you get what you get and you don't throw a fit and you just learn how to do it.
She's a make-do girl.
I'm a make-do girl. So I always cut right-handed. Here, Misty, you can actually just cut a little piece off of here.
Oh, I am good. I have
Okay.
got this. This is my last thing.
Right. Well, I'm gonna see what my
There we go. Got it. Now we can cut it off.
pumpkin looks like with his happy face.
Okay.
And what's fun about this is that you will see this go from all of a sudden it's just squares sewn together and it doesn't really look like a pumpkin too much, and you'll see it change right before your eyes. It's like a little magic trick. And so, so I'm going to put my face on here so you can see it. But I want you to look at this because you can do your pumpkin this way, or you can do your pumpkin this way.
That's true.
So just remember, you can do whatever you want. So we actually have 4 in a row. 4 times 4 is 16, and the corners are snowballed. What? What happened? Okay, so watch this. And does this need to be a certain direction so they can see it the right way?
You're
Just
good.
normal
You're perfect.
tutorial style.
Okay, watch this now. All of a sudden,
Ta-da!
look what's happening.
It's so cute.
And this guy looks like a pumpkin. Isn't that so
Cutest little
cute?
jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, a little jack-o'-lantern. Now, if we do it this way, we can do it here like this.
I love it.
And we have a little cutout here for a stem right here. A nice big fat stem. And so I'm going to, I can actually put that in the middle of my, oh no, this is all black. So see how I have this right here? I mean, literally, we all know triangle eyes, triangle nose, or circle eyes, circle nose, you know, circle mouth. You can get a lot of faces out of here. And so I didn't conserve my heat and bond very well.
Well, and I also thought this would be such a fun, even if you just had a plain square, you could take with some heat and bond and some black fabric and let your kids cut out their faces and press it on, and you could have these cute little pumpkins.
You could. And
So
think
cute.
if you did this like in 2.5-inch squares.
Yes.
You know, so this day actually really feels all about possibilities, because if we did these in tiny little squares, I mean, this is wall hanging is going to be about this big, and you're going to have little pumpkins. It would be really fun to let your children decorate.
I know.
That's something I so would have done. I would have done it. I would have put a little clothesline up. I would have hung them all on the
That
clothesline.
would be so cute.
You know, have all these little things. And on my original one that I did, because I'm not really great at machine quilting, I mean by myself, actually what I did was I sewed in the ditch on all these squares, and then I just filled in with some lines. So they call that straight line quilting. And that's about as fancy as I get with machine quilting. That's not really something I'm very good at.
Me either. I really
And,
want to learn to get.
Yeah, actually, there's a class. We actually just had a class with
Karen Miller.
Karen Miller
And
from
it was
Orifil.
awesome. I really enjoyed it, but I feel like I have so much more to learn.
Oh, see, I wanted to take the class. My husband got to take the class, but I couldn't take the class.
It
so
was really fun.
so it's really fun. So I don't want to iron these on because I want you guys to see what Misty's face looks like. Misty's pumpkin face. No, Misty doesn't have a pumpkin face. Misty's pumpkin face she's cutting out looks like. Whew, that was hard.
It's fine. We all knew what you meant.
All right, what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to cut a few of these in half so you can see what that looks like with a little bit of a border. Now the only place we're going to have trouble with this little border, I think, is up here by the stem. But you'll notice on a lot of pumpkins, that stem, you know, comes down in the middle. So I think we can actually just set it on there lower.
Or maybe the stem
Looks
got
like we
broken
got
off
the-
on our pumpkin.
We got what
We
now?
got the band back together on YouTube.
What does that mean?
We got Joyce, we got Copper, we got Cream Puff.
Oh my gosh.
Who was the Linda? Is Linda on? Because the close-ups are back.
What's the close-ups? What does that mean?
She loves Isaac.
Yeah.
She just likes a close-up. She likes
Isaac has a
she
fan
likes a
club.
good, clear shot.
Oh, nice. I think everybody likes a good clear shot.
It's true.
Can we hear it for a good clear shot?
That's right.
Do you know, this is, you guys may not know this, but originally,
Oh yeah, we need Smitten Kitten. That's true.
when we started filming, we had one little camera that we used right in front of us like this. They would stand here and film. And literally, this was our overhead shot. They would hold very still and they would just bend from the waist and show the overhead shot. Excuse me. And I was just like, oh my gosh, you guys, you know, we got to do something about this. All right, so let's look it up here.
All right, let's get a close-up on this.
See, I'm doing my little border.
I'm just cutting out whiskers over here.
Cutting out whiskers. You're making the kitty
I'm
one?
making the cat, because why not?
Because why not? I'm pretty sure. No, we're going to have a corner on here on one of these. So see how this is already framing this up? This right here? So I have it
So cute.
moved on the other side. but it's just framing it up. I would put a solid black binding around it because that's going to frame the whole thing. But this makes a great little thing to hang in your window. You know, it's just a fun, quick little project.
It is. And if you remember, if you want to do the full wall hanging with the cats and the witches' hats, Jenny has an awesome tutorial for this full one, but we wanted to just, you know, open up your eyes to even more possibilities. So we've made this little jack-o'-lantern, and you can also, you could add a face to this one, and it would be so cute.
Now I have to tell you, I've seen some cute pumpkins online.
Yes.
And right in the middle of the pumpkin, they'll have like a quilt block.
Oh, that's cute.
And then build that around that. And you know what I thought about doing, and if I'd had time yesterday, I would have made one ahead of time, but I didn't. But I thought about making this kitty, you know, the kitty block, because it's still based on pre-cuts, and it would fit right here in the middle, and then build the pumpkin about that. So you'd have the cat, and then you'd have the pumpkin around it. So if anybody does that, please post a picture.
Send us a picture.
Because I would love to see that. I think that would have been a really fun thing to do.
Trying not to chop off these little dangly whiskers.
All right. Now, one of the things you're going to need, because see how this goes along here, this little border, and you have these little corners out here, you're going to need to take, you know, your 5-inch charm pack you've cut in half. Oh, look what I'm doing. I'm sorry.
She's a wild woman.
Forgive
me.
her. I'm closing my rotary cutter.
Close the rotary cutter.
I'm going to owe Jacob a quarter. He makes me pay if I leave my rotary cutter.
It's a jar.
open.
There's a rotary cutter jar.
Rotary cutter jar. It's true.
Like some people have the swearing jar. We've got the rotary cutter jar. No swearing, just a lot of rotary cutters left over. Anyway, so I cut a charm pack 5-inch square in half to make 2.5 by 5 for my little borders. And then for the corners, you're going to cut that in half again. So you're going to have 4 2.5-inch squares, and I would probably just do that with, you know, with one block over here. You've got it in here.
Ta-da!
You've got it over here.
Got to fill in the bottom here.
I got to mix this up because these two are the same.
And then, oh, those are different.
They're a little different, yeah. And so then we got the bottom over here. And of course, you're just going to. And I have a few more.
One more there.
So Cindy was saying, what are we called if you just like to sew the tops together, but don't actually quilt it?
Piecer.
You're a piecer.
You're a piecer.
And those are actually called flimsies.
Really?
Yeah. When you don't quilt it, it's called a flimsy. And I think that's a really fun word.
That is fun.
I know a lot of people who do shows in the industry, they don't quilt their quilts because you can actually carry more to show if you don't have them quilted. However, when you quilt a quilt,
I stole that one because
when you quilt a quilt, all of a sudden that quilt looks it gives it life.
I agree.
Like it just breathes life into it. Here, we need this stem.
We need the stem. Okay.
Wait, actually, you know what? I'll cut out the stem because I want you to make your face.
Okay.
Because I know it's going to bring you lots of happiness.
All right, let's do it.
It's going to fill your heart with joy on this day.
So I made a little kitty. So he's got, oh, where'd the other ear go? Uh-oh. I lost an ear. Oh, no, there it is.
Ear down.
Are those
Ears?
ears? I
Those
thought
are
those
ears.
were eyebrows.
Maybe they're eyebrows. I think they're
So,
ears.
you know what, you guys? This is a takeoff from the old Mr. Potato Head.
That's right.
Who remembers Mr. Potato Head? Because you can put any mouth on it. Oh,
It's
that's
so
so cute.
I love it.
Wait, let's see what this kitty looks like with the big smile.
Yeah.
See if he has a... Oh, wait, here, do this.
Angry
Ooh,
eyebrows.
He's the angry kitty. What if we do this?
Oh, there you go.
This out here. What if we do this?
See?
Flip the eyes around. There you go.
So many options.
It's just like Mr. Potato Head kitty.
I love it.
Do the whiskers as eyes. Like he's
Eyeballs?
squinting.
Eyelashes.
Oh,
They're
eyelashes. I love the eyelashes. Oh my gosh, that is so
So you
cute.
see the possibilities are endless. It's just really
I just
fun.
think, you guys, you know, if you've got little kids, I think this would be so much fun to do with your little kids.
Absolutely.
And take some time and change them around to see what they want. Let them cut out their own shapes.
That's right. You don't have to use these printables. We gave it to you so you would have it as an option, but let your creativity shine.
All right, let's face it here. Let's face it, Misty. It's not just for kids. We're having a ball
We're
with
having
this.
way too much fun. It's true.
And I have no doubt that the minute this is over, all these guys are going to want to come up here and make their own faces on here.
You're right. We'll share them.
So on the, oh, that'd be fun, wouldn't it?
It'd be very fun.
So on this too, what you want to remember is that, I forgot what it is that you want to remember.
What you do not want to forget.
What you do not want to forget is,
I don't know.
It's okay. We'll come back to it.
It'll come back, I'm sure.
I am so sure. So this stem, remember, somewhere in the world, there's a pumpkin with a big stem. There's pumpkins with smaller stems.
Yes.
Make any size stem you want.
That's probably what they wanted to remember.
And nope, that wasn't
it
it at
wasn't
all. Mm-mm. But like you could put it here.
Ta-da!
You know, if you want a shorter stem, if you just want it to be like, you know, up here and come up on the top, you can do that.
So cute.
Here, let's, oh.
Should we turn it?
Green stem.
I was gonna-
What's going on here?
Well, you can do green, you can do brown, you can do
Whatever
whatever color
you
you
want.
want.
It could be purple for all we care.
I don't think we can lift this. Isn't this glued down? No?
Oh, just barely.
All right, there we go.
And rotate.
Now rotate his face.
They're wondering where the stem is coming from.
It's
It's just a scrap piece of fabric, but
Yes.
it's on the printable.
yeah. So the stem is on the printable, and I just cut this one in half. So I'm going to cut out a tall one again. But
See, look how cute.
so just remember, it can be any size you want. Yeah. So this is just so originally I made this whole thing with scraps. You know, we all have leftover oranges and blacks if we've done any Halloween sewing at all. And so I made it with scraps. And so my stem was just a piece of green or brown that was a scrap as well.
Yeah.
And so here's a little stem right here.
Cute. I love it.
I love it too. It's so fun.
It is so
Don't you
fun.
want to make like 20 faces?
Yeah, let's do it.
Did you guys say out loud that you could Velcro the back of those? Or did they just say it in the chat? I wasn't
It
paying
must-
Velcro what?
They said
Put
Velcro
on
the.
the face pieces.
Oh, and then you could swap them out.
Oh, what a grand idea!
That is a fun idea.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to make. You don't want to iron those down if you do
Yeah.
that. So if you're going to Velcro them,
Right.
what I would do is I would trace out 2 of these, and I would, or you kind of want them a little bit stiffer.
Yeah, I was
think.
gonna say you could use like batting in between or interfacing.
Interfacing.
Mhm.
Do 2 of them. You could actually iron the 2 together.
Yeah, and then they'd be fused.
Because if this one, if we use the fusing on this and put another one on it that has fusing also,
Then they'd be.
it'd be double fused and it would be at stiff. And you could actually do this as a learning fun thing
Yeah,
for
you
your
could put
kids.
little
Where
snaps where they could. Button
oh, I
them
wouldn't
on
do
or-
snaps.
oh,
I would
yeah.
do Velcro.
Velcro's fine too.
Oh, snaps.
I like snaps.
Well, snaps are cute, but I mean, you could do buttons for that
Yeah,
matter.
that's true.
So buttonholes spend a lot of time. No, I'm not a buttonhole maker.
No.
So if I make
It's Ruth's first time on live,
Ruth,
and we have a Ruth up here.
I mean,
Oh,
Ruth up
nice.
here.
Welcome, Ruth.
well, to both of them.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Ruth is actually the Ruth who's up here is actually
they
my
were saying
personal
you could
assistant.
use black felt.
Oh, you
Black felt would be
Ooh, that'd
great
be
too.
That would be great.
Great
And then
idea.
You could Velcro it.
There's so many smart people out there.
You guys are the best.
Here, let me do this now. Let's see if we got
Andrea's first time live too.
Andrew. Andrew, you.
Andrea.
Andrea.
Oh, Andrea. Man.
It looks like a pig snout. That's funny. I love it. But
All right, wait, watch this.
oh, sad pumpkin.
What? How dare you?
Oh,
We just turned that right back around.
Misty, can you slide
if you
the
chance
whole-
to meet a frown, do not let it stay.
This
Quickly turn
down.
it upside down
5
and
inches.
smile that frown away.
Ta-da!
There it is.
That's a little song I used to sing to my children.
Yes,
So when my children argued, I made them sing their arguments to each other.
it's true. And somehow she got her kids to actually do this. I'm still, as a mom, baffled by how that happened.
I'd be like, you can argue if you want to, but you're going to have to sing that.
And then they
So they'd
would.
be like, I can't believe you stole my shirt. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. You know, and then they'd be laughing, and it would get over.
That
But
does not work at my house. Just does not happen. But
you should try it with Jake. Make
Yeah.
Jake say, Jake, if you got something to say to me,
yeah,
you're going to have to say it in a song.
Yeah, sing it to me. He makes up songs a lot.
He does.
Actually, yeah, that's
He
true.
does.
I just saw a good idea. If you did the pumpkin out of grays, and then did the cutouts with orange, it would look like nighttime with the face.
Oh, would be glowing.
That would be fun.
That's so cute.
Well, and remember, think about all the different colors of pumpkins
Yes.
we have now.
That's true.
You know,
I got some
and-
beautiful, like, green and almost pink-looking ones. They're very fun.
Well, and you could actually do like a pumpkin with the light behind it has a kind of yellow
Yes,
look.
that's true.
They're
so
gorgeous.
many options.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. That's right. We love
All
a
right.
good pun around here.
All right.
But that's it, really. We just wanted to show this fun idea to you guys and give you a little bit of Halloween inspiration as it's creeping up next week. This is such a quick...
Creeping up.
Yeah, that's
Good.
right.
Good words.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we still have a few minutes,
sell,
don't we?
Do we sell glow-in-the-dark fabric?
I know we have had some in the past. I don't know if
We
do
have
or
fabric
not.
that has some glow in the dark in it. Like
That
I
might
know we
be
had a
fun.
space fabric that has some glow in the dark and things like that.
Yeah.
I don't think we actually have. But
Glow-
you know what? There is glow in the dark paint.
Yes.
And you can paint your fabric. You
Yes.
can. You can paint your fabric.
So many possibilities.
Oh
I
my
love
gosh,
it.
you guys! I just can't wait to see what you do with
I
all
know.
this.
I can't
The
either.
creating.
They're all going to be so different and unique, and I can't wait to see it.
I
It's gonna be
know.
fun.
I just hope you post them. And so oh, I know what. So we have like 3 minutes. Do you guys have any questions?
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, what do you want to... Anybody... The guys are reading all these fun comments, and they're chuckling, and
You
they're
got lots of
smiling.
lefties coming out of the woodwork who are commiserating that you have to do everything with your right hand.
They get it, don't
get
they?
it.
And we
Yeah,
have
they
some
do.
Astro fans in here.
Oh, some
Oh,
Houston Astros
yeah.
fans.
That's during market. That happens during market.
No, we're going to
The
be...
last time when Houston won the World Series, the streets were covered. I mean, there was confetti everywhere. I was up in a hotel, and you're looking down. I mean, it was just a whole city celebration.
Well,
it was
I hope they get to celebrate while we're there. That'll be fun.
That would be fun.
Are you guys going?
We are going to market.
We'll
We'll
be
be
at
there on Saturday afternoon and Sunday morning.
That's right. Yep. Just a couple of days.
Linda,
but
thanks
we're
for
excited.
missing me last week.
Pardon me?
I did get my electrical to the house.
Good.
He did?
He did.
Mm-hmm. What else? Do you guys want to know anything?
Someone has a swear jar for coins, and she said she's close to buying a long arm.
She's
good.
my favorite. She's my favorite. That's like, I'm about to buy a Mercedes-Benz, my
But-
swear jar.
Better put it to good use, right?
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a reason to keep swearing.
That's about it.
That's awesome.
Lots of Velcro ideas. People are saying to you could use foam core board to make them stiff.
Oh
Just
my
lots
gosh,
of great
yeah.
ideas.
I
but,
love it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for joining us, and thank you, Jenny, for
Oh,
being
it's my
here.
pleasure.
We always enjoy it every Tuesday, so we hope you guys have a great week, and we will see you next time.
See you later, guys.
See
Have
you
a good
guys.
week.
Bye.